The solar system is our home in space. The solar system is a 4.5 billion-year-old formation that revolves around a galactic center at approximately 200,000 kilometers per hour that makes up the Milky Way galaxy. Our star, which is the Sun, is at the center of the solar system and is orbited by 8 planets, trillions of asteroids and comets, and a few dwarf planets. The 8 planets are split into 2 categories: 4 terrestrial planets and 4 gas giants. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are terrestrial planets, whereas Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are gas giants. Mercury is the closest to the Sun, and it is a dismal and rocky planet, without an atmosphere or moon. A Mercury year is shorter than a Mercury day, causing enormous fluctuations in temperature. Up next is Venus. Venus, which is named after a Roman god, is the brightest object in the sky, before the Sun and Moon, and is by far the hottest planet in the solar system, because of its intense greenhouse gases. After Venus, we have Earth, which is our home, and the only planet in the solar system that we know of that can support life. The Earth is roughly 150 million kilometers away from the Sun, which provides moderate temperatures that can allow for water to exist as a liquid. As well as this, the Earth has a single moon. Then there is Mars. Mars is the second smallest planet in the solar system, and it has 2 moons orbiting it. Its largest mountain, which is called Olympus Mons, is also the largest in the entire solar system at a height of 26 kilometers, which is more than 3 times the size of Mount Everest. After we cross the dangerous asteroid belt, we have Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system, and it is the closest gas giant to the Sun. It consists of mainly hydrogen and helium, which allows for the harshest storms out of all the planets in the solar system. Its largest storm, called the Great Red Spot, is 3 times as large as the Earth, and as far as we know it has been ongoing for about 150 years. Jupiter has 67 moons, 4 of which were discovered by the famous Galileo Galilei. After Jupiter, we have Saturn, which is the planet with its great rings, and is the second largest planet in the solar system. Because Saturn's density is the smallest of all the planets, if you had an incredibly massive bathtub, Saturn would float in it. It has 62 moons. Next, there is Uranus, which is the 3rd largest planet, and is one of the coldest of all the gas giants. It's also the smallest planet. The special thing about Uranus is its axis of rotation is tilted sideways in contrast to the other 7 planets. Neptune is the furthest planet from the Sun, unless you count Pluto, and is similar to Uranus. It is so far from the Sun that a year on Neptune lasts 164 years on Earth. Of all the planets, Jupiter contains roughly 70% of all the mass in the solar system, followed by Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, and the measly terrestrial planets that only account for 1% of the solar system's mass. Because Jupiter has a massive impact on its surroundings, it is a blessing for Earth, because Jupiter draws most of the dangerous asteroids or space bodies towards itself due to its enormous size and weight. However, even Jupiter is a dwarf in comparison to the Sun, as it accounts for 99.86% of the solar system's total mass. For the most part, it consists of hydrogen and helium. Only less than around 2% is made up of heavier elements such as oxygen or iron. Unfortunately for our solar system, the Sun will cease to exist, causing planets to go rogue in the distant future. In about 500 million years, the Sun will become way hotter and hotter until at some point, it will melt the Earth's crust. Then, the Sun will expand, and either swallow Earth, or at least transform it into an ocean of lava. When it has burned up all of its fuel, and lost its mass, it will shrink into a white dwarf, and burn gently for a couple extra billion years. Thank you for watching. See you next video. Bye.